Welcome back to the transfer room. It's good to be back with you guys again. Today we have a few updates from our last episode, and we'll be starting with Newcastle. Newcastle happen to be a team that have been through a lot this summer based on outgoings and incomings. But I think when we look at it on the outgoing section, they've had some good money coming in, so I don't think they'll have complaints on the financial aspect, but they've a few good players. And then in terms of players coming in, they haven't really been successful in a lot of the targets they have tried to achieve. But today, the first update we have is regarding Newcastle, and that has to do with the fullback from Benfica, Amar Dedić. There's a 50 million release clause reported from Benfica for any team who's looking to bring in their fullback, Amar Dedić. Newcastle have interested in this deal, and both clubs happen to be in negotiations. As reported, João Palhinha has now agreed personal terms with Aston Villa. Aston Villa and Bayern Munich are in full talks regarding this deal. It's yet to be confirmed if this is going to be a loan deal or a full permanent transfer, but as things stand, personal terms have been agreed between Aston Villa and João Palhinha. Sticking with Aston Villa, they've had talks with West Ham United for their red back in Aaron Wan-Bissaka. Aston Villa, again, are in the Champions League. They need a little bit more quality and quantity in terms of their squad size going back into Europe. So Wan-Bissaka is one of those players they are targeting strongly, and they are hoping to bring their 28-year-old. And the next club is Arsenal. It was reported yesterday that Arsenal have interest in Aston Villa's centre-back in Ezri Konsa. The 28-year-old has a few more years left on his contract. Arsenal have their own centre-back in William Saliba, who happened to pick up a serious back injury during the World Cup and is unknown his return date to the team. So right now, Arsenal are out there looking for a centre-back who can come in and fill in the gap for William Saliba until he returns. Ezri Konsa happened to be someone who's top on their list, and they're looking to get that deal. There's a big difference in evaluation between what Arsenal are willing to pay and what Aston Villa are willing to accept. But that is a deal that I believe we should be on the lookout, and we'll bring updates to you guys as soon as we have something concrete. Now to the French league in Monaco. Their midfielders, who happens to be a favorite to a lot of people. I'm talking about Paul Pogba, La Pioche. AS Monaco are looking to terminate his contract, and Paul Pogba is on the verge of moving to the MLS. It's not been reported exactly what MLS club, because he's been injured since the middle of the summer, but apparently there is strong interest from MLS clubs for Paul Pogba. And after his contract is terminated with Monaco, there's a most likely situation where he moves to the MLS. Now, let's talk about these that have been confirmed or close to being completion. First of all, we'll start with Crystal Palace. They've announced that they've re-signed Aston Villa's forward in Ivan Desand, who was at Crystal Palace last year on loan. He went to Crystal Palace in January, and this season he will be going back to Crystal Palace to complete his loan. Paris Saint-Germain are very close to securing the deal with Barcelona for Spanish winger Ferran Torres. The deal is to be completed sometime this week. Terms already agreed, just final details need to be ironed out with Barcelona. Bringing it back to England, Chelsea have confirmed the signing of 28-year-old left back on a 5-year contract from Rayo Vallecano in Pep Chavarría, €19 million from Rayo Vallecano. Second to the last deal of the day that has been confirmed, Fenerbahce have signed Romelu Lukaku from Napoli. The striker has now signed his contract, completed medicals, and is now a Fenerbahce player. Staying in Turkey, Dusan Vlahovic was a massive interest of Besiktas. It has also been confirmed that this deal is complete. Dusan Vlahovic will be the striker for Besiktas for the 26 and 27 season. That's all we have with you guys today for our updates, and looking to bring you guys some more as soon as we have something concrete. See you same time, same place. Peace.